One, two, one, two, one, two, three, four. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody.
Good afternoon, or morning, or evening, depending on where you are on the planet Earth. It is Wednesday, August the 5th. I am Bruce Leonard, of course. Thank you for tuning in to another hour of Bruce Leonard Leans left while it's still legal. It's still legal. As far as I know. A lot of shit is going on as usual. It is Wednesday and there is no deal. I've been watching. I thought he said he wasn't going to attack this weekend. There should be a deal. It should be finalized by Wednesday to open up the Strait of Hormuz. And no deal. Again. Meanwhile, sailors on the USS Abraham Lincoln have been at sea for 9 months and have been in combat operations for 5 months straight. And now they're starting to complain about dirty. The ship is dirty. They don't have any soap. They don't have basic things that they need. The hygiene's now bad. Not to mention that you're 9 months at sea. There was no plan to rotate these guys in and out. There was no plan at all. That's the point. We're in a situation where there is no plan. You know who does have a plan, I bet? Iran. That's like... Their plan seems to be working to perfection because... everything is falling apart. And in the meantime, Abdul El-Sayed won his Democratic primary last night in Michigan. Barely beat that woman who is like a 3 or 4 time congressperson. AIPAC spent anywhere between $30 and $60 million to try to dissuade people from voting for El-Sayed. And him winning this primary proves one thing, that calling everybody a communist is not going to work. That's your grandfather's politics. It's like calling people a communist. Yes, Ken, everything is falling apart. It is. And Trump is just off in his own reality, like I said, just making shit up as he goes along. Telling everybody that everything's great. He's going to Vegas to tout his economic record. I'm not kidding. What's up, BBV? Thanks for tuning in. Yes. And there is something else. That my channels got merged into an artist channel, so my stand-up record is available right on my YouTube page. Free. It's free. You can listen. If you're not convinced that I'm an actual stand-up comedian who could actually do stand-up comedy. The album is free to listen to, and it's on the homepage now of this channel. So if you'd like to listen to some stand-up, because people come here sometimes and they go, tell me a joke. It was like, well, I'm not doing stand-up here. It's a podcast, and I probably say something funny during the course of the show, but I'm not here to do written stand-up material. We're here to talk about the world and what's going on in it. And like I said, Saeed winning in Michigan proves that, like I said, that calling everybody a communist is your grandfather's politics. It's not going to work anymore. There's almost 30% of the Democratic Party now that says they're down for democratic socialism. Which means as the older people start to phase out and the younger people start to come into the system, and it's the inevitable result of what I always said on this show is the extreme push to the right that Trumpism has made is only going to result in pushing everybody else further to the left. These people don't understand cause and effect. Obviously, because cause and effect doesn't enter into Trumpism whatsoever. They're going to do what they want to do, damn the costs or the consequences, or they don't even fully understand the consequences of one action leading to another reaction. Or we wouldn't be in this war in Iran, because I said we would have done everything, a lot of stuff. Like when he unleashed ICE out onto Minnesota or whatever and started shooting people in the streets, they didn't realize the reaction that they were going to get, because these people fundamentally don't understand. I say cause and effect. And the extreme push to the right is just going to push everybody else extremely to the left. Now, maybe not extremely, but I'm saying people who are in the center, they're going to move more to the left, because and they're going to have to maybe not embrace, but accept these democratic socialists, because they're now here and they're not going away. They're been proven it. Carville's on TV like, I'm not going to be in this party with. It's like, well, take your own ass on then. We do acknowledge your service. You did help get Barack Obama elected twice, and we're glad for that. But that time is over. And where are you going to go? Like Bill Maher said the same thing. Well, I can't vote for these people. Well, who are you going to vote for then? You going to become a Trumper? You know, that's what I'm saying is it's the inevitable. They don't seem to understand that if they push so far, they're going to get pushed back. They think that everybody's going to lay down for them. You know, and that's just not how it's going to be. I'm right here now. Fuck you. They said people are scared. You're scared. What are you scared of? You know, the reflected pool cases got thrown out. Now, these people got arrested for crimes that didn't occur. The government made up crimes. And then when Jeanine Pirro realized that she wasn't going to be able to prosecute these cases and get these people convicted, she decided to do the prudent thing and throw them out. But the very fact that they were brought in the first place tells you how far off the rails we are. I've been having trouble with, this is off the subject, but I've been having trouble with TikTok. I got on the TikTok, right? And then, of course, I got strikes because whenever you post anything about Epstein, you get a strike on TikTok. Nadia, hey, what's up? Yes, please subscribe to the show. Anyway, so TikTok, they banned me, right? They're like, oh, your account's banned. I got to log on one day. They said, oh, you're banned. And I had just got it set up so that this show was streaming on TikTok Live, about a month before. Anyway, it's weird because they kicked me off. They said, you can file an appeal. So, of course, I filed an appeal because I didn't do anything. I had strikes on my record, of course, but I didn't do anything to get kicked off. They just arbitrarily kicked me off. So anyway, I got an email. They said, oh, you could submit an appeal. So I submitted an appeal and got an email from them. Go, hey, we made a mistake. Your account is restored. So I was like, okay, cool. So my account came back on. So I posted a few things. And then I noticed that I got no traffic. Zero. A lot of my posts says zero. They're like, oh, we'll let you back on. But your traffic is blocked. That's like, so what's the fucking point? It's like placebo social media. But it's not even that because the counter says zero. So you know you're not getting any fucking looks. Anyway, so here's the weird part of it, right? So I did a show after that and I went to TikTok Live and the show wasn't there. So I was like, oh, I got kicked off the TikTok Live too. So I go on my restream, right? And I look and it says, oh, your TikTok access is expired. So I reconnected it, right? Then I did a show, got 300 likes. So apparently they forgot to censor my TikTok Live. That was the most likes I've gotten on a TikTok show the whole time I've been on there. For it's not that long, but a month and a half, maybe a couple months the most. But 300 people are watching. But I post a clip onto my page or a meme or something, zero. And I posted several more things just to test this theory if it was a zero. So they do throttle your traffic. Like they do. And the Trumpers own TikTok. Like I said, anytime you post anything about Jeffrey Epstein on TikTok, you gotta be careful. If it has the word pedophile in it whatsoever, you will get a strike, and they will remove your post, and you will not be able to. Even if you appeal, they'll say, "Nope, that's against community standards to say that Trump's a pedophile." Or to ask about the files or where they are, or, anything. They don't want to hear that. That's like, anyway. And like I said, YouTube also merged my pages. So, like I said at the beginning of the show, if you weren't here, my stand-up album is now available on the homepage of the YouTube channel. So you can listen to it, like I said, for free. It doesn't cost any money. And if you doubt the fact that I'm a stand-up comedian who can do stand-up comedy, it's like, the proof is right there. And Saeed, like I said, the Democratic Socialists are here to stay. Los Polos says Trump's a bad president. Yes, he is. That's a general theme of this show. I still can't gather why. Like I said, I told you, and I've said this from the very beginning. There's about 30%, and we're almost there. He's at 34%, 33%, and 32%. Blue power never going to kill Tony. Why you want to be judged by a guy that sucks? Watch his special, his latest Netflix special, right? Then listen to my album and tell me why I would be judged by him for fucking anything. Abul says, did I read the Quran? I have glanced through it. I have not read it. Not like I've read the Bible, that's for sure, because I grew up in a Baptist family that my grandfather was a Sunday school teacher, so I did read the Bible. And the more you read a religious text, the more you realize how ridiculous it is. Most of it. Even I've been reading this book about the history of Japan, and they talk about Buddhism, and Buddhism sounds really cool. But at the same time, there's elements of it that you're like, this is fucking ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, is the point of it good? Yes. Yeah. But like, it's ridiculous. Yeah. And the Buddhas and all things. Like, is he? The concept of that to me is insane, especially if you look at the chaos of the world. They try to tell you that there's some kind of order to it, and that's what the religions help to try to do, is to make it. But there's not an order; it's a chaos. Like, if there is a God, he's the most moody motherfucker, you know. Russell says, did I kiss his mother with that mouth? I don't know. Where are you from? Tell you if I ever met any women in that town. Ken says, I'm so happy about Abdul El Saeed. Yes. Well, like I said, it just proves to you that calling everybody a communist isn't going to work anymore. It's the old playbook of your grandpa. You know, there aren't any communists. I read something today. This guy says there's 2,000 members of the actual Communist Party in this country. There's 300 million people in this country. 2,000 of them. Connecticut. So no, I've never been. The New England area is the only places I haven't been in this country. We've been through this before. I've been to at least like 42 states. Like I said, I haven't been to like Connecticut, New Hampshire, Maine. Those three I haven't been to. Massachusetts. So there's 4. And I haven't been to Alaska or Hawaii. Blue policies, they're definitely communists in the same way you would call the far right Nazis. Well, I don't know about that. See, that's the thing is you guys you want to run from that. I am not, Sean. I am from Kentucky, actually. Not far off. People used to say that when I go to New York when I was young. You sound like you're from the South. It's like no, I was born in Kentucky. No, Blue Apollo. I'm talking about. They said there's 2,000 actual card-carrying communist members of the Communist Party. It's the equivalent of remember Life of Brian, where they go, "What happened to the Popular Front?" They're like, "He's over there." There's 300 million people in this country, 2,000 registered communists. It's like it's a real threat. See, I think that what you guys don't realize, and I did get your message, Blue Apollo. Thank you for sending me the email. I'm about to read it, but because it made me realize. I said, what's going on in the Democratic Party is going on in the Republican Party too. These parties, the two-party system is splintering up. Because there's factions. Sean says, "What's my favorite type of food?" I have to think about that. I like food a lot. I guess I'd have to say my favorite thing to do is the hibachi. You know, where they cook on the table and shit. So that's Japanese. Mary Jane says, "We love adultery. Trump 2028." Crying says the CIA continuing the MK Ultra project through Netflix and Amazon Prime. I don't know. Maybe. Don't you don't think that you're definitely being manipulated by the media? And now the media is worst. Or it's worse than it's ever been because it's only controlled by like 5 guys. I said these mass media companies have bought up all the local TV channels. So there's like 2 guys that are programming these channels. Environmentalist says, "Do you think Barron Trump is the next Jesus Christ?" No, I think he's the Antichrist, maybe. Like he's got that Damien, that's the Omen vibe, you know. These people don't even seem like human beings to me. They're like Stepford people, you know. Like I couldn't imagine hanging out with any of them. Can you imagine hanging out with, like I said, like Stephen Miller? That's. Or even I said Barron Trump, he just looks creepy. He's real tall. He's got that slick back hair. He's got that glazed, robotic look in his eye. You wonder if he even has a personality. You know, I don't think I've ever even heard him speak. Blue Pile says, "Well, with the right, we deny it because we fundamentally do believe in human rights or against violence. But these DSA people aren't even denying the communist accusations. They're sidestepping. Well, because it's ridiculous. First of all, and second of all, what are you talking about? You're against violence. January 6th, not violent. And your boy was there right there. You know, don't tell me you're not for violence. You're for violence when you look at the ICE and what they're doing. You know, that's not violent. You guys cheer it on. You know, don't tell me that. That's what I mean is you try to deny what you really are. Anyway, here's the message that Blue Apollo sent to me. Russell says 90% of barbecue in the 70s was done on hibachi. Right? Exactly. But did they have the yum sauce and all that? That's what I want to know. So I guess I would say I like Asian food. But this is Fuentes. This guy says the Republican Party is experiencing a groiper problem with over 50% of GOP congressional staff being groipers, Politico reports. And this Fish Groip says, Nick Fuentes has mentioned all over the recent Politico article about the GOP scrambling to prevent groipers from taking over the party. And then Fuentes himself says, when we act, we create our own reality. And while you're studying that reality, we'll act again, creating other new realities, which you can study too. And that's how things will sort out. We're history's actors, and all of you will be left to just study what we do, which is interesting. It's an interesting take. And you can tell by that he thinks very highly of himself. But he's very overconfident What you guys don't seem to realize is that no matter how hard you try, you will always be a minority. The other people who surround you, the reason why you don't realize it is because they are. I'll read that in a second. The reason you don't realize it is because a lot of these people are apathetic and they've stayed out of the political system. They've just sat on the sidelines. But when they wake up, they're not going to agree with you. As a matter of fact, they're going to wake up because of you. It is a cause and effect, like I was saying earlier, and that's something that you guys don't seem to understand. You guys want what you want, but in a democratic system, it doesn't work like that. If you want to do what you want to do, you got to take power. You got to use it. And that's what Trumpism is all about, right? But even the system itself and the courts, you see it stopping them. But Anonymous says, I'm just another mentally ill person falling deeper into psychosis while yelling into the void that is this weird ass parasocial shit. I'm not yelling into the void like most of these people, like crazy conspiracy theories and yelling and screaming about Muslim invasions, takeovers. Russell says, here's what happened. They told us, don't look at the homeowner's eyes. So my dad's stumbled towards the permit wall and tore the permit up, right? Anonymous says he's a trumpet, mental illness confirmed. What do you mean by that? Blue Apollo says, I don't believe in democracy. See, that's why I like you, though. At least you're honest about it. But see, you can't say that you're not a Nazi and then say you don't believe in democracy. Oh, here comes here comes American Jesus. Says the king would be better than democracy. Retard shouldn't get a vote. Now, while I might agree with you on some level, you guys just don't seem to understand the freedom. This is the king that you want might not be the guy you get. Don't you understand that? That's why putting a lot of power in one person's hands is stupid. Look at Trump. He's going bad now, right in front of your eyes. He just denies reality and tries to force a square peg into a round hole over and over and over. It's like, we all know there's no vandals. So now he's telling you there's tapes. There's tapes of these vandals. Jimmy, you're back. Where you been? Haven't seen you. I said the other day when it was like, Jimmy hasn't been here for a while. I haven't seen him. Jimmy says, if someone don't believe in democracy, why the fuck are you living in America? Yeah, exactly. Blue Paul says, I think democracy just eats itself alive because it's mob rule. There are certain things I think the state should just have the final say on as long as it's not to our detriment. But see, you can't do that. You can't say, I want someone to have absolute power sometimes. It doesn't work like that. Don't you understand that? Anonymous says, imagine supporting a kid fucker while he pillages the land you stand on. Yeah, right? I don't support any of them. Here's how you know they're disingenuous shitbags, okay? Remember Graham Plattner? Remember some women said, well, J-Pot, he said, fought for the Republic. I appreciate your service. I do. How can you believe... Triangle Spectra says, I look like a doctor that is always having cases brought up against him. Jimmy says, I had to get a new phone, reset my YouTube. It reminded me YouTube Live is creepy. Yeah, well, at least you came back. And what do you mean? You had to be reminded. I had to be reminded that one of the most regular watchers of this program. Oh, I changed my schedule too. That might have thrown you off. Jimmy says this Trump shit's like some creepy religion, right? He's like their god or something. Exactly. Exactly. That is true. It's a cult. I said that before. It's like J-Pot lover. He fought for the Republic. Now, tell me, J-Pot. Right, the Republic gives you individual rights over my feelings. Right, but tell me how you feel about them cooking up these vandalism cases against these innocent people. They threw out the rest of those cases, but that doesn't negate the fucking point. The government of the United States made up crime. It didn't happen. Arrested innocent people and threatened them with felony charges with 10 years in prison. Now, are you for that, J-Pot lover? This is what I don't understand. It's like, you can't say you're not in the cult and then also be like, there's no line that this guy can't cross that I don't care about. You know, he's down, like I said before, 34, 32 percent in this polls. Like, he's almost to the, like I said all this time, the 30% of people who are in the cult. They're brainwashed. There's 1/3 of these people in this country who are going to go down with the Trump ship, no matter what he does. They go, he's the greatest as the ship sinks. Love Donald Trump. Blue Pile says, at this point, I don't think, well, that's good, J-Pot. I was just curious because last time you came here, you came in here swinging like like you were a Trumper and you hated me for just talking. J-Bot says, when Trump put on a tiny hat, I clapped out, bro. Yeah, exactly. Blue Pile says, and he touched it, and he was touching the wall like he's some fucking holy Christian. I'm surprised the wall didn't just crack. That's like... Blue Pile says, at this point, I don't think a republic can make a comeback because we are a few steps down from a global empire. I think we should just embrace it. Do you think that? See, you're one of these people that thinks we got this all under control, and you don't. You don't have it under control. That's what I mean. And Trump keeps saying he's got it under control. Well, he said there'd be a deal on Wednesday. It's Wednesday. There ain't no fucking deal. Again. He's going to attack him this weekend. Didn't attack him again. And now, I don't know if you saw it, they said they're running out of bombs. They've used over half of the Patriot missiles they have. They've used all of the strategic long-range missiles that they have. They've used them all up, most of them. So if he wanted to bomb them again, he's got to do it the old-fashioned way. He's got to fly in some dudes in planes, and they got to drop bombs like they used to back in the day, which also makes them vulnerable to being shot down. And that's why he won't do it. And that's why they used up all the missiles, because they wanted to attack them in the least dangerous way possible. Jimmy says, my family was here long before Republicans ever existed. Newport, Rhode Island, 1762. Google Moses Myers, Norfolk, Virginia. He was a Jew just like me. Skylar says, President pedophile. Yes. Blue Pile says, I don't think we do have it under control, but I think we should be the ones that control everything. We're just doing such a shit job that no one would subscribe to that idea. Right, but why do you think that we should? See, this is the thing about the bullshit American exceptionalism thing. It's like, why do you think that we should control everything? Obviously, we can't control ourselves. It's like, we should be telling everybody else what to do. So many people get shot in this country, it's not even a story anymore. You know what's that? It's like 30 seconds. Like, well, another 17 people shot at a barbecue. In other news, it's like, we don't even care. And people said that Western civilization is falling apart. This shit has been falling apart. I don't know if you've been looking around you. Jimmy says, same as Vietnam, America on one side, Russia on the other. Yes, but they're both failed. Don't you see that? Russia's failed. Russia's a failed superpower. And so are we. Russia can't beat down Ukraine. We can't beat down Iran. It's the same shit. China's the one who's just sitting in the corner. They're getting ready for the real fight. They're just letting these guys fucking punch themselves out, which is what they're doing. You don't think that China knows that Trump's running out of weapons? And at some point, we ain't going to be able to do anything. Meanwhile, they're building military shit and doing military exercises. That they had a plan for the oil. You notice it didn't hurt China that much when the oil got cut off because China see this coming. This is the difference between being a country that's 1,000 years old and a country that's 250 years old. China's seen all this shit, and 1,000 is like I said, a small estimate. You're all right, Jimmy. Blue Powell says, because we are the moral arbiter of the world, I do believe we are the best in the sense that we do have a good moral foundation. What do you mean we have a good moral foundation? This culture is not, that's the problem. They all masquerade as Christians and as moral police, but look at what's going on. Like I was getting ready to say about Graham Plattner. Remember Graham Plattner? These girls said, oh, he might have done something. He pushed me once, or, the things that they were saying about him, it wasn't like, oh, well, the last one was, Google's Chrome says, do I stream with Opie? No. He says blue balls is turning against Copeland. No, but anyway. And they were like, oh, look at the Democrats. They support this guy. Well, you should believe women. And he should quit and get down, And then now this guy, Max Miller, beat up his wife and kid, threw hot water on his wife, held a gun on her while she changed the baby's diaper. And they're going, well, we gotta wait for this all to play out. Trump's like, he's a good man. What are you talking about? We're moral. We are not moral. That's the fucking problem. It's a masquerade. That's what I'm saying is the mask is slipped off of America. Russell says it won't be war. It'll be global thermal annihilation. Yeah, I don't know about that. No, I don't think anybody wants to do that. That's the thing about nuclear weapons. Like, yeah, they exist, but like, are people going to use them? I don't think so. And if you are watching on the TikTok, for some reason the comments don't go through here like they do on the other channels. So if you wanted to talk and chime in, you have to go to the YouTube channel. Jimmy says, "Oh, only Jesus can get Kenneth Copeland a new airplane." Meantime, we're spending millions and millions of dollars. I said to put the fucking. Russell says, read it. What do you mean by that? Read what? I said I don't believe anybody's like excited to use nuclear. I think everybody knows what will happen if you do. Jimmy says thermal annihilation come out of Trump's butthole. Right? Did you see him at Lindsey Graham's funeral? There was all these pictures of people sitting around Trump. They're all making faces like, ooh. Yes, Blue Power, but that's what Trump is doing is so fucking bad. He's shitting all over all of that. He says, we ended slavery. We ended slavery. No, we ended slavery. Who do you think was the slave owners? That's what I don't understand about you. Well, you can't put these concepts together. It's like the people that you're running with are the same people. We fought a one against the Nazis. Yes, we did. We had the best justice system in the world, even though it sucks at times. We do have the best justice system in the world. We did. But now it's perverted. We're nothing. We're no better than any other shithole country. And now we're sitting here listening to a man spew lies in a fashion never seen before. And people just sit there and take it. They don't even push back on him anymore. They just sit there while he fucking just tells you, oh, Iran's called me and they really want to make a deal. Like, you've been saying this for months now. If they really wanted to make a deal, don't you think the deal would have been made? There is no deal. Everything he says is shit. It's bullshit. It's that's just what I don't understand. Russell Tuckett says General Grodd, the only good human is a dead human. Who is Grodd? Is that like General Zod? That's what he would say too. From Superman. Blue Pot says, I think we're doing a lot better than most shithole countries. Yeah, but not every country's a shithole. What do you mean? You go up to Canada right now, they're not shooting people in the street. They're not shooting people in the street in Great Britain or France. You know, some of these other countries. Jimmy says, okay, Blue Balls, I know my generation is getting old. Yes. Jimmy says, you mean the shithole countries that America owes billions of dollars to? Yeah, exactly. You know, the ones that own all the treasuries. $35 trillion worth. America's too big to fail because everyone's got too much money invested in it. Don't you get that? If America falls, they'll lose all that money. Blue pauses, yeah, they're getting invaded by Aladdin. No, they're not. It's just like this fucking jerk off in my work. He keeps talking about he's one of the people that's falling. It's an Islamic invasion. The Muslims are trying to take over. They're going to take over. It's like, so I looked it up. I was curious. Here's the number. The United States has roughly 380,000 Christian churches and close to 2,800 to 3,000 mosques. It's an approximate ratio of about one mosque for every 125 to 135 churches, or a ratio of roughly 130 to 1 in favor of churches. You're not being invaded. And to think that you are is fucking ridiculous. It's like Angry Peck says, bro, we spend $3 billion a day on interest payments for the national debt, over $1 trillion per year. Yes! It's $39 trillion now. And like I said, they want another $1.5 trillion for the military, so you can bump that up to 40. Let's say 40 trillion. That's the national debt. It's bigger than the GDP now. Jimmy says, Blue Boss has the Constitution. Yeah, I thought so. Freedom of religion. Go read it, you little twit. America is being invaded by freedom of religion in the Constitution. Blue Boss says, holy Jimmy, don't get mad with the personal attacks. I don't call you a dumb old man. Jimmy says, yes, billions of dollars to those shithole countries that loan this money. Right. And like I said, yes, 4 wins, freedom of religion is a good thing. That's my point. And these guys are like, oh, we're being invaded. Take it over. So I pointed it out to him. Right? Oh, you do stand up, Jimmy? I didn't know that. You never told me that. I thought you just worked at the power plant. I'd like to see your stand up. Jimmy says, I'm definitely a dumb old man, and since they legalized in Boston, I'm getting a lot dumber. Right, exactly. But anyway, Jason says, hello, freedom of religion. There is no freedom of religion if the minister controls the congregation. Well, that's why I said that's what's dangerous about religion. And that's what they're doing now, is using Christianity and religion to push. But like I said before, when you listen to these guys like Brandon Gill on the floor of the Congress, what they're saying is directly out of the Klan playbook. They're Klansmen. You know, the Klan was a Christian organization. You know this, right? You know how many pictures there are of Klan people with their hoods on in a big church with it. That's why they burn cross. They consider themselves Christians. And that the Bible gives them the ultimate right as the white race to control everyone else. Now, I know it's crazy, but that's their beliefs. That's like- Russell says, what is one thing as an American besides find out I have cancer and shooting up the Congress? What can I do to help my nation? Got to get out there. Yes, they do, Blue Apollo. I can't believe you would even say that. Hold on, let me find it. The Klan does exist, Jimmy, because I sent for their fucking book. If you go back to the beginning, that's fine, Bud Russell. That's a new one. No one's ever said that, but no, Jimmy, I said they actually have a chapter in Kentucky. They were leaving flyers all over town, so I sent to the thing. It was like, no, I don't know some more about your organization. And they sent me the Klan book to here, and I if you go back, I read it. It's right here, as a matter of fact. This is it. This is it. This is, look, Jimmy says they don't exist. Oh, no, they exist. If you ask them for literature, they will send it. That's like, what are you talking about, bro? They just took the hoods off. Trump is they traded the hood in for the red hat. But they are the Klan. Not all of them, but I said the Klan is in your coalition. And the Nazis, the modern day white supremacists, the Patriot Fronts, all those people, they're in your coalition, bro. And the DSA are not communists because look at the DSA platform and the communist platform. It's not even remotely the same. They're not communists. Now, is Trump in the Klan? Yes. What do you know that Western civilization shit is? Here, you want me to read you some of it? This is an all-white, native-born, Gentile American organization. This is a white man's organization, exalting the Caucasian race, teaching the doctrine of white supremacy. This does not mean that we're the enemies of the colored and mongrel races. It's like, think about that sentence right there. This does not. We're not the enemy of the colored and mongrel races. We just think they're less than us. It's like, and we should dominate them. It's like, Russell says, we have privilege, not freedom in this country. We have privileges in this country. The only freedoms we have are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That is true. It's hard to come in the closet as a stand-up comic. Why? You should. 401 says, I got nothing against any race. Well, that's true. I mean, I don't either. And you're a freedom of religion person. So obviously, you know, we think similarly. That's what I mean is people are people. You have to judge them individually. That's why people in large groups suck, because it's usually people that feel powerless, and so they form a large group so they'll feel so powerless, and then they realize, hey, we got a little power with this group, and then they want to flex it out on other people. That's really how it works. Jimmy says, how do you explain to people my nappy Jufro? It's because of my DNA, not because of religion. Right? It's like Julia was saying the other day. She was like, I don't practice religion. It's like, that doesn't matter when they come over the hill looking for Jews. To them, you're a Jew. It doesn't matter if you practice or not. You got that contaminated blood. They got to get rid of it. Mongrel race or whatever they call it. We're not enemies of the mongrel race. Jimmy says Einstein was not religious, still looks like a Jew. Right? That's why he ran away. And they're going to send him to a camp immediately. Look at him. That's like... that one's especially dangerous because he's super smart. You know, that's got to get in first. Imagine how many Einsteins got eradicated. Think about that for a second. How many people that could have been, how many world-changing events were prevented because they killed the person that would have came up with whatever it was? Forwin says a Zion ain't a Jew. Right, I agree with that too. A Zionist is Jewish Nazi, really. I mean, if you want to get right down to it. It's the same. It's the Jewish Klan. That's like... Russell says, I'm a disabled American veteran, allowed to say anything and less violent. Congress should be empty when I did that, right? Well, it is, isn't it? Congress is pretty much an empty vassal now of groveling nutlickers that just rubber stamp anything Trump does. When the last time you see some oversight? That's why they don't want these midterm elections, because there'll be some real oversight. You know, to haul these people up and they have to answer these questions. And you can see they don't have answers to the fucking question. Blue Paw says, I got to go. I'm giving my black coworker a ride because I'm colorblind. Yeah, you're always doing that, and that's great. And that's why I said before, I don't believe you're one of these people, but for some reason, you're you're riding around in a car with them. Jimmy says, when you can find Israel on the United States map, tell me about fucking Zionism, okay? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We were talking about that the other day. It was like because of Pritzker and Josh Shapiro, and it was like, I think a Jewish guy could get elected president if he would stand up to Israel. A Jewish president who slobs Israel's knob is not going to get elected. Not in this environment. It's like, there's plenty of people sick about kowtowing to Israel. Russell says they had a Klan leader in Shelton, Connecticut once, right? Daniele had a statistic. I can't remember the exact number of it, what he was saying, but he was like in 1922 or something like that. It was like 30% of the population of the United States were registered members of the Ku Klux Klan. A giant amount of people. It's like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, and that's what I keep trying to tell Blue Apollo. Forwin says a fair arrangement for everyone would be great. If people just stop trying to kill everybody, would be nice. Yes, that's what I said. If we can evolve, that's what Bill Hicks used to say all the time. It's like it's time for us to evolve to a higher level, but we're not. We're like regressing back to animal levels. Every time it seems like we're gonna get somewhere, not, because there's always an establishment that's trying to keep everybody else down, And capitalism, runaway capitalism, unbridled capitalism has created this environment where, like I said, it's every man for themselves, and there is no empathy, and you got to lie, cheat, and steal, and do whatever you can to get everything you can get. And if you don't, then they call you, silly. Or a communist, if you say. Perhaps we should distribute our resources more fairly amongst the population. Are you a communist? What do you mean you want to take away his $1 trillion? It's like, Elon Musk has $1 trillion worth of companies that don't even make money. Can you believe that? It's unbelievable. I think that they can sustain a system like this. Where's Zion exactly? Jimmy says New Jersey. Jimmy says that's it. Every Russian American is responsible for Vladimir Putin, even if they came here 150 years ago, right? Forwin says, because we keep trying to have a central multicultural society and it don't work. What do you mean by that? What do you think? What do you think we should do? I'm curious. 4 wins. Please tell us. And like I said, I'm curious to hear what you think, because I think multicultural society works fine. It has for all these years. That's why I was saying before. People talk about American culture. Like, what is American culture? American culture is that we have all these cultures and then we mix them together. That's what makes it American. It's like, so they have Amerasian and fusion, Southwest is like a fusion of Southwest cooking, United States and Mexican food. And Amerasian is a fusion of Asian and all this other shit. Four Winds says split up. What do you mean? You mean like make United States like Europe, where every state is its own country? I don't think you can do that because some of these states don't have enough resources to sustain themselves. That's why the tax dollars get doled out. Federal tax dollars get doled out to all states. Jimmy says 25% of non-Asian Buddhists are Jewish. I'm starting to go that direction myself. Jew be you. Jew boo. No, that's what I said. I've been reading this book about the history of Japan, and there's a lot of Buddhism in it. And there's a lot of pieces of Buddhist texts. And I was reading them, and I was like, oh, this is really pretty cool. But like I said, again, sometimes it flies off, into like the religious realm where they say stuff that I find ridiculous. Like I said, like the Buddhas and all things. And it's like, Four Winds says, yeah, but they're not because they pretty much do the same thing. Russell says, American culture is what we all bring to the pot. Stir it together and watch women's figure skating. Right, or the WNBA. But the WNBA's even getting that way. There's that chick in the WNBA who's like, oh, trans people shouldn't play. And then, of course, the right is like, she's a hero. And they bring out that fucking chick, the third place or fifth place swimmer chick. And then there's... In the meantime, the world is falling apart. And this is what people choose to hang their hat on. To talk about issues like this that don't have fuck all to do with anything. Again, it's just like I was talking about the ratio of churches to mosques. You're not being invaded. It's the same with trans people. Trans people are less than 1% of the population. They're always only going to be less than 1% of the population. It's not a problem. What they want to do is shit on the individual people. Don't you get that? If you want to be a trans person or something, you're going off the mainstream thing, which is what, and you can't do that. They punish you. Ken Cap says all that money is crashing rockets into the fucking moon. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if you saw that. 55,000 miles an hour. 18,000 pounds rocket slammed into the moon at 55,000 miles an hour. This is Elon Musk's space junk. Russell says they're jealous because those girls are hetero. I don't even know that. I'm just saying. The WNBA is filled with a bunch of lesbians and people who are sympathetic to the cause. But so she thinks that she's being. It's just like I said, like anything else. It's part of everything is like wrestling now. That they they gotta do that and drum up more interest in the WNBA. Soon this chick will be competing with Caitlin Clark for how many people she can draw to a game because all these rabid right wingers will come because she's a hero. She don't like the trans people. Jimmy says, one thing I've always wondered as an engineer, space has no gravity, so moving heavy objects in manufacturing would be more simple, and we're not doing it. Well, right, but that's what they said. They want to fabricate some kind of base on the moon so people can live there. That's the next step in their plan. I mean, it seems to me like they're way far up. Like, just like Elon Musk, he's like, we're going to get to Mars. What did he say? 25 years, we're going to get to Mars. It's like the supercut of him saying they're going to have self-driving cars any day now. Any day for the last 10 years. Every year, he's like, we're 1 year away. He's just like Trump. Everything he says bullshit. Jimmy says one person by themselves in space could move 5 tons by themselves easily. Right. Russell says, I put on a dress for a laugh, not to break the WNBA scoring record. I'm just saying. They act like there's going to be like 500 trans player, NBA player. First of all, you got to be a good enough basketball player to make it to professional level, which is already makes it a small percentage of people, right? Then you got to be a trans person, which is already under 1% of the population. There's not very many of them. And so how many trans people you think there are that have the athletic abilities to become a professional athlete out of such a small population? That's what I'm saying. It's not going to be 1,000 fucking trans people trying to get into the WNBA. That's my point. It's like, it's not a real issue. It's made up shit, just like the Muslim takeover thing. It's like, dude, it's 130 churches to one mosque. You're not being overrun. It's like, and the guy's like, well, I just listen to what they say. It's like, yeah, on edited YouTube and TikTok videos of guys in trucks and whatever else. Or they find like I said about the Democratic Socialists, they find the craziest person they can find and they get them to talk into a camera and then they go, look, they're all like this. And they're not. Forwin says lots of manpower to create a robot mass production facility to begin with. Yes. And Drerick Beats says, move 5 tons in space to where? Back to Earth with its gravity and air friction. Yeah, exactly. Well, no, I think he means like build it. What? I guess he's true. What are you going to do with it? Jimmy says, no moving 5 tons to build a ship the size of Rhode Island. Right, but then what? Like he said, bring it back into the atmosphere and it'll burn up. It is interesting to think about, but you build a ship like, remember Star Blazers? Russell says, but we focus on this, the deals that are done behind our back. Yes, exactly. That's why I told them. It's like, it's all a distraction to keep you from realizing that these rich dudes are fucking you over. That's Trump's whole gig. He's like a carnival barker. He's barking all the time. He's making it's a reality television show. Just watch this over here. But over here, he's stealing everything he can steal. Jimmy says, no, just to live on it. Right. I mean, build big giant ships like Battlestar Galactica or something. Like a ship so big that you could put thousands and thousands of people on it and be its own self-contained, And that is true, I would think. Russell says, thank you, America. Thank you, sir. Happy birthday, America. Good night, folks. It's been real. Hey, thank you for hanging out with us, Russell. Seriously, if you haven't liked the channel and subscribed to the show, please do it. I appreciate it. And if you're, like I said again, if you're watching on the TikTok, please like it. But if you want to contribute to the conversation, you have to go to the YouTube channel because I haven't figured out how to turn on the TikTok comments to come here. Forwin says, yeah, but we know we can't make money, right? Jimmy Myers says, with overpopulation is one of the few options. Have you seen Elysium? Have you ever seen that? The movie Elysium? It's not a great movie, but the concept of it is that we've ruined the planet. The planet is shit, but you can barely survive on it because it's all hot and burned up, whatever. But all the rich people built a big space station, and so all the rich people are living up in a space station. Living the high life, while everybody else is down here fucking eating shit. Right? Like I said, it's not a great movie, but Forwin says the earth is huge, man. We got plenty of room. Yeah, but if the climate gets so fucked up, that's what I mean. People, you just look around you right now and what's going on. And it only just happens to be exactly what all the scientists told us would happen. It just seems to be happening at a much faster rate than even they predicted. But there's still a significant portion of this population of the world that thinks it's not true. It's not true. It's liberal propaganda, myth. Meant to harsh capitalist business. Like, what has to happen for people to realize that it's real? And like I said before, I think we're already past the point of it doesn't really matter because the damage we've done is done. It's not like it can be reversed. Even if we realize tomorrow that we're killing ourselves and fucking up the planet, and we decide tomorrow, hey, we got to get off fossil fuels to stop this. Like, it's already rolling. Climate has already changed. It's 90-something degrees in the Arctic right now. I just saw that a couple days ago. 95 degrees in the Arctic. And you're telling me that we haven't fucked up the planet? Jimmy says, Boston looked like Mars a few weeks ago. Again, because Canada's on fire. Not going to refuse to live in reality just to make someone feel better. Right, and now Washington State's on fire. Oh, the Gulf is back to say it's time to nuke. That's your answer? Nuke? Really? It's like, no one, I said, we're fucked. As a species, we're done. I said, we're just riding a slow doom train. And the doom train is not slow anymore. It's going faster and faster and faster. And there's nothing we can do to stop it. Because people like him are like, let's build nuke. Shoot a nuke. DDK says, can I fart for you? I don't have any gas. Jimmy says, when it's 70 degrees a week before Christmas in Boston, we're going to live in Rio. That shit is just wrong. It's like an asshole when it's 70 in Boston, sweating in a giant coat, telling me he's cold. It's only 40. Yes, Jimmy. George Carlin, pack your bags. Time to go. Exactly. Ken says, hey, look at that. My vote actually counted. Right. That's what I'm saying about Saeed winning is he overcame the $30 to $60 million that they spent against him. He overcame them calling him a communist and all that shit. And he still won the election. Which means that, like I said, calling people communists ain't going to work in this environment. People won't say it, but they're bad. Like I said, I bet you there's a bunch of Trump voters who they might not come out and vote for Democrats, but they're not going to vote at all. And like I said before, the only way to even try to slow this down is to win the Congress and the Senate. And if they just put more nutlickers in there, I mean, the Lindsey Graham thing should show you how empty the system is, right? He died. They said, oh, we'll put his sister in there to fill the seat until the election. And then Trump was like, oh, his sister should just run. And then they're like, yes. She has no experience whatsoever. This is not a serious person. He just wants her to run because she'll do whatever he tells her to do. That's it. And it's South Carolina. They're not going to vote for a Democrat. I mean, And that's why the country's broke. Because in reality, people should be like, no. I ain't standing for that. Like, find a real candidate. Somebody who's going to serve the people. But see, they don't care about that. They want people... Jimmy says, I used to really like Lindsey Graham until he got weird. Right. He's another one of those people that was like, if we elect Donald Trump, we deserve whatever happens to us, and then for some reason, like a month later, he was like, Donald Trump's the greatest thing that ever happened to Like, what happened when you said he was the worst thing ever? That Marco Rubio, same thing. There's all kinds of tapes of him saying, Donald Trump's a con artist and a liar and a thief. Now he's going right along with the J.D. Vance same way. Hey, none of these guys got any real principles. Their only principle is power. Getting it, using it, controlling you, and enriching themselves however they can. Jimmy says, One of the few politicians I still actually like is Chris Christie. I guess he's now a liberal. Right? Or that where he's an old style Republican. Rhino, they call him nowadays. That's their name for like I said, the regular old style Republicans who were common sense on, social issues and were conservatively fiscal, or fiscally conservative or whatever like that. Those people don't exist anymore. I'd say he's like a dinosaur. Now they're just commentators on TV and talking about the way things used to be. It's like, well, it's the way things used to be. This is what happens. It's like, yeah, well, things aren't the way they used to be anymore, are they? Those times are fucking over. Jimmy says, I've been a conservative libertarian for almost 40 years. I no longer recognize the Republican Party. Right? Because I said they let the extreme elements inside, and then the extreme elements took over. See, what they didn't do is think about the way it's set up. Right? When you empowered Donald Trump to basically run the party, where his endorsement is what matters in a primary election. That's how he took over the party. Anybody that didn't lay down for him, he said, all right, we'll just primary you out of your seat. And he'd tell everybody, I endorse this other guy. And then everybody goes, well, fuck the guy who's been the congressman for 25 years. We're going with this guy. Because Trump told us to, because it's a cult. And he used the cult to take over the whole party. Nicole Wallace says all the time that she'll never support the Republican Party ever again, and she worked for George W. Bush. She said, I'll never support the Republican Party ever again because they enabled authoritarianism in the United States. Which is true. That's why I said, it's not only a matter of getting rid of Trump, it's like you gotta get rid of these nutlickers in the Congress. All the hoods off Klansmen like Brandon Gill. It's like he ain't going nowhere, but I said maybe Tallarico will get one of those Senate seats. And then if Tallarico wins, I will predict this. If Tallarico was to win the Senate in Texas, in 6 years, they'll run that Brandon Gill against him. And he'll probably lose unless he does something extraordinary in the Senate to make people be like, oh, we need this guy in the Senate. Hopefully, I don't know, but Jimmy says, it's been downhill since Ron Paul retired. Well, for your faction, because he spoke for your faction. And his son is shit. I know you know that, right, Jimmy? Rand Paul is shit. Rand Paul's so shit that his neighbor couldn't stand him anymore. Just beat the shit out of him. You gotta be a real asshole to get attacked by your neighbor. You know that story, Jimmy? He's cutting the grass. I was talking about it once on this show. It was a long time ago, but it's a funny story. Like Rand Paul's cutting the grass, right? And his neighbor, I don't know if this is true or not, but I mean, it had to be. Like Rand Paul's cutting the grass and his neighbor's like sitting at the kitchen table drinking coffee or something. And out the window, he just sees Rand Paul cutting grass and Rand Paul goes by. He's drinking his coffee. Rand Paul comes back by and he just keeps looking. And he's like, God, I hate that son of a bitch. And he got up and marched out into his yard. Climbed over the fence and just beat the shit out of him. And you're like, man, this guy must be a real asshole. It's because he's another Nepo baby, Jimmy. He's only in this position because of his father. Rand Paul never did anything. They keep saying he's a doctor, You realize he was only an ophthalmologist and he was never even licensed. He just he got ophthalmology school, but he got into politics before he could actually be practicing eye doctor. That's like, Jimmy says Google is saying since Trump, libertarians have gone from 17 to 27. Right? It doesn't surprise me. People who are leaving MAGA have been looking for a place to go. Like I said, they're not all going to join the Democratic Socialists of America or go to the Democratic Party. So they're looking for, like I said, homes. It's just like all the center people. All the center people are getting left out. I've said that before. That's how you know that what I was saying is true is because it happened to me. It's like I'm farther left than I've ever been. It's because of the situation on the right. And you're like, hey, I ain't gonna be with them, so I gotta go over here. Man, then you have to be like, oh, some of these positions that some of these people have, I don't agree with at all. Like I said, abolish prisons. Like that's ridiculous. Get rid of all the police. You can't do that. Look what crime is like with all the police that we have. Imagine if there weren't any. Jimmy says, where's libertarians ever done legalize weed? Oh, shit, I like you guys. Yeah, I say that all the time. That's one of my bits when I do stand-up. It's like, I am a veteran. And people usually clap, and then I go, hey, don't clap. And it's like, I wasn't in the military thing. Like, I was a guerrilla fighter in the drug war. Like, marijuana's legal now. We won. You're welcome. It was a long, protracted battle, but we did manage to win eventually. That's like people like us kept people supplied during the dark times, Without us, wouldn't have been no weed. I don't know. Like I said, the thing about America is, like I said, it can be a self-correcting system. I will give them this. They did write a pretty good framework for. There's a lot of freedom to change within the system. We go back and forth all the time. A lot of this backlash, like the Heritage Foundation, a lot of it was backlash from FDR and the New Deal with the progressives. It's created all the social programs. Like they've been trying to get rid of all that for years and years and years, And when the Heritage Foundation, like I said, started to appear, Jimmy said they asked, what is a libertarian? Legalize weed and leave me the hell alone. It's pretty simple. Yeah, but some of them are crazy with the collectivism and they're like, get rid of money and go back to barter system. And, I've heard all kinds of crazy shit from some libertarians. And you're like, dude, that wouldn't work either. That works when there's, like I said, 1 million people total in a country. Maybe you could get away with that. But like 300 million people, a country of 300 million, just this size, is like, it can't work on a barter system. Like, that's it's not gonna work. Right? You know those guys I'm talking about, Jimmy. Right? They're the extreme. Same thing. It's like every frame of politics has its extremists, and then you hear them and you go, "Oh, that's all the libertarians." You were like my dad, Jimmy, because my dad voted for like 25 years. He voted for that guy that ran for libertarian. I can't remember his name. I think it's like a French name. The guy who was the libertarian candidate for president every year. He voted for that guy about 50 times. David says, dig, baby, dig. We need more electricity, so dig that coal, baby, dig. Right? You think that's the answer? Coal? You got your whale blubber lamps too while you're at it? He doesn't use lights. He uses beef tallow and wax candles. Coal. Coal's the dirtiest things there is. And then poison all the water. And there was a guy showed up to a town hall meeting. He was a farmer from Nebraska, and he was by some. I am not, my friend, Ryan Cox. I just work at 4 a.m, so I don't get out in the sun a lot. Anyway, coal. Coal. I'd say one of the dirtiest things ever. Anyway, the guy shows up at the town hall meeting. He's from a place where they have a bunch of fracking, and the people that were trying to pass this fracking, they were like, "Oh yeah, he had come like the week before, and he was like, I dare you to drink the water," and they were like, "Oh yeah, we drink it." So he showed up with the jug of water and some cups. He poured the water. It was all gray and nasty looking. He's like, "Here it is. You gotta drink this," and they were like, "No." It's just like these data centers. They're like, "Oh, you need them. Oh, you need them." David says everything you use has colon and even your toothpaste. Back in the day, they did charcoal toothpaste. Yeah. Like I said, they also use whale blubber for lamps. You know, it is possible to move forward. It's like, that's the problem with conservatism in general. It's basically just a fight against change. You don't want any change. Like this guy is like, let's go back to coal. Like, well, why not wind, solar, and all these other options that are cleaner and more efficient in some ways? You know, like, nope. It's just like when they said, everybody wanted nuclear power in the 70s. Everybody was like, well, this is great. This is nuclear power. It's wonderful. Till 3 Mile Island happened. They're like, hey, wait a minute. Yeah, hey, wait a minute. And like here, everybody started getting cancer, right? And they're like, why is everybody in this small patch of Ohio getting cancer all of a sudden? It's because uranium dust was going out into the grass and the dirt, and then cows were eating the grass. And then people were drinking the milk from those cows, and it was radioactive. Oh, Illuminator's back. Now he's not even going to insult me. He's going to insult my father as well. David says they don't last long, break down. What do you mean? You ever seen a strip mine? You ever seen one up close? There's a bunch of them in Kentucky, bro, where I'm from. And plenty of dirty water. In Cleveland, Ohio, in the early part of the century, in the 1900s, the Ohio River caught on fire because it was so polluted. Yes, I have the Peyton Manning forehead. But see, I notice you keep coming back, which is funny. David says windmills don't last long, break down. Right? Well, yeah, you gotta. He's a coal miner. Oh, yeah. You know the history of your profession? And you should know that your industry doesn't really care about you as a human being. Every right that you ever got to be a coal miner was won by the coal miners before you actually fighting wars against the mining companies. In West Virginia, they had an actual war for your rights. That's like Illuminati says this is a mental illness. Like, maybe it is. But you keep coming back. What does that say about you? Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Like I said before, I merged the channels together. So my comedy album is available on the homepage of the YouTube channel now. It's free to listen to. You can listen to it all you want. Please do it. Share it with your friends. David says it was in Kentucky, dumbass. Well, it was both. That's not true. They fought in West Virginia as well. Jimmy says, I'm an unlicensed power plant engineer. We use natural gas. David says Harlan County. Yes, but there was also West Virginia where the mine companies burned that fucking house down with all the people in it. Jimmy says we also burn trash for electricity. Right? Jimmy says he's a licensed power plant engineer. He used natural gas. No, I said, I mean, coal fire plants, they're still around, but that's old school, man. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't have a job, David. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying you can look around the planet, I think, and see that it's not in very good shape. Jimmy says, when are you going to start laughing? The independent registered vote is 40% of America. Well, that's the point. And I said, calling people communists ain't going to stop those people from voting for him. I'm glad you came here with something to say, Illuminator, for once. He always comes in with such cogent intellectual points. Anyway, if you... Yeah, I do. Well, I mean, I have a beard, bro. I don't think I can identify as a woman. I'm not going to be a bearded lady at the circus, maybe. Well, you're not allowed to have freak shows anymore either. That's not PC. So, hey, man, where do the bearded ladies work now? That's a real good question. You took their job away, man. That's like... Anyway, like I said, the stand-up comedy album is on the page now. And I said, if you just stumbled upon this show today, I'm here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, United States. If you want to send me a private message, it's Bruce Leonard Leans Left at Outlook.com. I appreciate. Jimmy says... Why the fuck are these fake Republicans obsessed with gay people? It's creepy, right? Because like I said, you know why? Because really, they suck dicks. You know it. They're the kind that sneak around in secret in the gas station bathrooms, you know. In the public parks of the world. They hide out behind the bushes or in the... And they get caught. They're like, oh no! Remember that wide stance guy? I just have a wide stance. I wasn't tapping the guy for trying to get done. It's like the most anti-gay people always get caught. Same as he's pedophile. The most anti-pedophile person. Usually if he gets caught eventually. It's like, oh, it was him all along. It's a subterfuge. Anyway, please, if you just stumbled upon the show today, like I said, like the channel, subscribe to the show. You can listen to my comedy album for free now on the homepage of this YouTube channel. I'm here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, United States. Look how many. He said so many emojis for dicks. It's like bananas, hot dogs. He left out the eggplant. Anyway, that's it. If you're going to send me a private message, it's Bruce Leonard Leans Left at Outlook.com. I'm going to get out of here. I'll be back Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, United States. Like I said, if you like this show, please share it with your friends. Put it on your social media. Same as my comedy. Please be safe. Take care of each other. If you love somebody, tell them. And I'll see you Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for coming back, Jimmy. I was worried about you. Thanks. Good night.
Hey, everybody.
If there was something new to see, I guarantee I'd be the first to be standing there bathed in that light. Until that day I'll keep my eyes shut tight. I do not want to pick a fight. I feel more